The franchise villain had set his sights on a woman almost exactly half his age. Things ended up going shockingly well for Ed on the show. But, are they still together? Big Ed Brown is 55, Liz is 28. That may sound young, but it makes her much older than Ed's ex. Liz works as a manager at Ed's favorite local restaurant in San Diego. Liz is a single mom. She has a young daughter. She considered Ed to simply be her friend for a long time. But to Ed, she was exactly his type, the hottest 20-something in the room. Ed eventually asked Liz out for a date. She was stunned, but did agree. It hadn't occurred to her that he would try hitting on her. 3 dates later, Ed asked Liz to be his +1 to a friend's wedding. Liz said yes, and the plan was that they would sleep on separate beds at the hotel. However, like in a billion pieces of all too realistic fanfiction, the hotel could only offer them a room with one bed. Liz was reluctant at first, but then she went with it. Last night was off the charts, he gushed to the camera. We started snuggling, and we started to kiss. And she is so beautiful and soft and caring, Ed raved. She's a giver. Okay, so, we made love all night. We did it about twice, Ed announced. Liz's body is amazing. It's like a surreal dream, he described. It's just like, it was incredible. Like, incredible, Ed rambled. I've never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life, Ed claimed. It will go down in Big Ed history as the event, he proclaimed. I'm just hoping that every time it's gonna be like that, Ed expressed hopefully. It was really good. It was a good night, Liz said for her part. I had to teach him how to kiss, she said, so I feel like I have to train him to do a lot of things, Liz added, but we laughed about it. The next day, Ed asked Liz the modern equivalent of whether she wants to go steady. So, I might as well talk about this now, he began. Ed told her, I think we're going to look like a couple. I would like to introduce you as my girlfriend at the wedding, Ed shared. He then asked the big question, and so, will you be my girlfriend? I'll be your girlfriend just at the wedding, Liz joked. I'm just kidding, I'll be your girlfriend. Ed almost sacrificed his relationship with his daughter, Tiffany, while pursuing Rosemary Vega. This time, he wanted Liz and Tiffany to meet early on, traveling to Vegas to do so. Liz worried that it was too soon. And honestly, that Tiffany being a year older would make things weird. I just wasn't prepared for the daughter comment, Liz told the camera. Like I don't need bad vibes if that comes out. Not saying there's bad vibes, she quickly corrected. Liz added. I know we're close in age and everything like that. It's just nerve-wracking and I'm just anxious, Liz said. She explained, because I don't think that should have been brought up just yet. That's a very fair way to feel. Liz lights up my world and I'm realizing that she's who I want to be with forever, Ed expressed to the camera. But if Liz and I are going to work out, she needs to get along with my daughter, he emphasized. Ed then affirmed. So I hope Liz agrees to meet her or it's possible it's not going to work. So, are Ed and Liz together? Ed, per his NDA, has not shared photos of Liz in his social media. Liz's Instagram is private, but reads my red heart emoji is taken in her bio. That sounds promising.